What is a woman?
It's a person who believes they're a woman.
No, but that's not a definition. What objectively is a woman?
Just anyone who believes they're a woman.
No, without using the word woman.
It's just a person who believes they're a woman. I mean, what's wrong with that?
The inability to answer the most fundamental, obvious biological question, what is a woman? This is not troubling. Like, it's so simple, it's so obvious. Last chance. Can you tell me what a woman is? Are you a woman?
Why is she breathing?
Why are you so hateful?
I asked you what a woman was. That's not hateful.
I gave you the definition.
Thank you for your time.
If you killed a baby, that's murder. But killing a fetus isn't murder.
What species is the fetus?
Human,
Then how is it not murder?
because it hasn't been born yet.
Why does that make it human?
Because that's when, like, it's not dependent on the mom, and it can be, like,
So-
its own thing.
If you have a pacemaker, you're dependent. If you have a ventilator, you're dependent. Babies are in NICU units, neonatal intensive care units, they're dependent. Dependency does not equal its degree of moral worth. And so I need to understand the moral consistency. Here is a baby at 31 weeks that can survive outside of the womb. It has its own brain waves, its own consciousness, its own heartbeat, its own ability to clean its bladder. How is that not a human being? It just happens to be in a mom.
Because it hasn't come out yet. It's still living in the mom. It's still part of the mom.
Right, but it's living. It has a heart. If it's not living, how does it have a heartbeat?
Because a fetus is like a parasite. It lives off the mom.
You think babies are parasites?
Fetuses.
Right, but a fetus literally is just a word for a human being. It's a stage of development.
Before it's born.
Right, but have you ever been to a fetus shower? Why do they call it a baby shower, not a fetus shower?
Well, yes, it's a baby, but it depends on what the mother
Oh,
wants.
so it is a baby, not a fetus. Got it. When does life begin?
Conception.
So then should every life be protected post-conception?
If I or you became brain dead, and there was no chance of you ever waking up, you probably would want them to pull the plug. And if you disagree, that's okay. But, I don't think that's the case.
Hold on, but
held by most people.
Listening to that last debate, I was actually in a coma for 3 weeks. I was killed on Airport Boulevard here in Columbia on a motorcycle. And thank God they didn't cut me off, because I found God 1 year later, got baptized 2 years later, and it's the best thing that's ever happened.
Make eye contact with me, please, like a man.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, so you acknowledge
people who
that I'm a
have-
man? I thought that you're like this trans activist.
I am a man, and you are a man, and
Well,
you will look me in the eye like a man.
I could see that you're a struggling individual. I do have to ask a question, though. What is a woman?
I did not ask about that. I'm not a woman. I don't care. I wouldn't know. I'm asking you about
I got
trans
it, but
men.
what is a woman?
This is your
Okay,
gotcha point.
better question.
You are
What is a
moving
man?
the flag post.
What is a man?
I already am a man. You sit like a queer.
Do you have a raccoon tail, by the way? Was that what I saw?
Why can you not respect the existence of trans people?
If you mean lying, I won't lie. But every human being is made in the image of God, and so they deserve human rights.
It's lying to... I'm confused. What,
It is a lie to call somebody
by
a sex,
pronoun that they prefer.
to call them a pronoun that is not rooted in reality. Let me ask you, can anyone become a woman?
It doesn't have anything to do with me, so yes.
Okay, look, if a biological man came next to you in your dormitory or locker room, would you be okay with that?
If they came next to me.
And started
yeah,
changing
sure.
next to you?
Sure. What does that have to do
Seriously?
A naked man comes next to you in the locker room and just starts saying, hey, how you doing? You have no issue with that.
with... If it was someone that identified as a woman and they weren't hostile towards me, no, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, so there's a mental delusion out there where people think that they are 12 years old. Should we affirm that?
No?
Why?
Okay, so then if we don't affirm that mental delusion, why should we affirm the mental delusion where men who think they are women or women who think they are
Because
men?
there's a power, like, problem with age.
And there's no power problem between men becoming women? Or going into locker rooms or winning female trophies or winning female sports?
There can be, but it's all about people being comfortable and being respectful.
You see, this is where we have a difference. So you look at the world through trying to accommodate the comfort of the oppressed. We look at the world through right and wrong, moral and immoral, and just and unjust. We don't care about making people comfortable. We care about what is right. We care about the protection of women. Should we agree that 14-year-olds should not be able to get gender-affirming care?
No.
You think they should?
Absolutely not. Yeah, I think they do. Are you the Society of Pediatric Endocrinologists? Are you the AMA? Because they disagree with you.
Just because you don't have the title doctor does not mean that you can't see which doctor practices from afar. There is no medicinal value of giving a 14-year-old girl who might be going through a phase, who's probably going through puberty anxiety, irreversible drugs, and breast removal surgery, and saying that this is all about gender-affirming care.
No one in the United States under the age of 16 gets breast reduction surgery. They do have access to hormones, and there are medical benefits to that, primarily the decrease in anxiety and suicidality.
First of all, that's been disproven in the CAS
No, it
report.
hasn't.
I don't want to
That's
pick on
studies.
you, but you got to explain to me, what is a woman?
I think it's anyone who identifies as a woman.
No, but then what is the term? It's like saying a tree is a thing that is a tree. That's
No,
circular
like
reasoning.
it. I think it's literally just that.
No,
I don't
but
think it has to be that deep.
that's not
okay,
a-
how would you define it then? To like understand where you're coming
As
from.
humanity always has, which is an adult female with XX chromosomes, right? Not tough, not difficult, not overcomplicated. My 2-year-old actually could say, woman, man,
Okay.
woman, man,
Men?
woman.
Why do you need to know that? Why does it matter if you call them a man or not?
Hold on. So we just gravitated from that. This is what it is to why does
Okay.
it matter? Let me tell you why it matters. Because we are being forced to lie on a daily basis and affirm people's mental delusions. And we refuse to lie.
I love this so much. I just love this because it is better to call a spade a spade. If this person is a woman, person should be called a woman. If it's a man, it should be called a man. I feel we are living in a world whereby we try to massage people's ego, or we try to make them feel good about themselves and undermine the fact that we need to tell them the truth. You understand? People feel like I need to be mindful of what I say to this person because he's trying to identify himself or trying to live in a certain way that the world does not accept. No, don't, cover the truth simply because you want to make someone become your friends or because the world is doing it. Sometimes say the truth. You understand? The truth hurts sometimes, but it is better said than, quiet. You understand? It said it's only a person that is close to you or that love you that will tell you that maybe you are smelling, you should go and brush, you should go and bath. Or when someone wants to just massage, the person will feel like it's not my business. But no, you will tell the person the truth. Next time the person would like believe what you say, because it is better to hear the truth from someone you're close to than to hear the truth from an outsider. So let people know the truth. You understand? Let them know the truth. Stop trying to because I am a woman, I see myself as a woman. So any other person that is delusional about the agenda, I should just support the person. No, say the truth. People might hate you, but at least you know your conscience is clear. And I think that is what Charlie Kirk is doing. He's trying to let the students. I don't know how this is just spreading, because I feel like the school is not doing a good job. You're supposed to teach these children. You understand? Teach them. That's why they are paying to be in school. Like, let them know who they are. I don't know what they are teaching them or how they are learning this and being confused of the agenda. You understand? You see a grown-ass man calling himself a woman, and I feel this is wrong. You understand? If you're a woman, you should have a quality of a woman. You should have an XX chromosome. You should be able to reproduce. I know not all human reproduce, but without you even reproducing, when I see you from afar, I need to know you're a woman. You understand? Even when you speak, I need to know you're a woman. It's confusing whereby you see someone dressed like a woman, and when the person speaks or when you get close, you know that this person is a man. It's just delusional about believing what they are. And the more you encourage them, the more they keep on living in this fantasy. So let's say the truth. The truth might hurt, but let them know that they can be accepted being the gender they were born with, not the gender that a doctor gave to you or something. You understand? To me, I feel it's wrong. I feel the more human evolve, the more we are getting things wrong. And I see America as a great country, a country that a whole lot of people look up to. So seeing college students behave in this way shows that you all need or have a lot to learn. Don't be... Well, I think the reason why people still believe in this or practice this is because they have billions of people or millions of people supporting them. You understand? I see children getting confused now. You see a little child in secondary school or primary school, they are a bit confused because this is what their teacher is teaching them. Respect people's decision, respect their gender, respect this. No. You understand? If something is wrong, you say it's wrong. That is the best thing to me. It is better someone tell me the truth than lie to my face just to make me feel good about myself. And I think that's what Charlie is saying. If you're a woman, then define what a woman is. I see this coming from, women most of the time, you understand? Women supporting this ideology. And to me, I feel it's bad. It's really, really bad. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. If it is your first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I remain blessed.